I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but MLB The Show is coming to mobile. As you guys can see on your screen, this tweet I saw from Wario64 on Twitter said that MLB The Show is coming to mobile. It is a real website. This is actually a real thing. And before we even talk about it, I'm gonna go ahead and play the quick 30-second trailer so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So that is the trailer. I'm actually going to pause at some certain things. I want to look at the draft your team, right? This is obviously very similar to Diamond Dynasty. You can see a lot of these cards are basically in Diamond Dynasty. I mean, you can see the squad they put together here with Cal Raleigh, Jose Ramirez, Jordan Alvarez. We've seen some of these breakout veteran or all-star cards in MLB The Show 25. And in the little draft your team here, I don't know if this is like a BR mode or something, but you can kind of see he's got him parallel 1 right there. So he's got some upgrades on his arm accuracy and power versus right. Not on the whole card across the board. So they did change up parallels, which is pretty cool. Also, they have this little fire icon. No idea what that means, but very interesting little modes that we're seeing here. And I'll go over to this next screenshot. It says all new solo and PvP mode. So it looks like David Ortiz off the bench. He's got some crazy hot streak or something like that. Don't really know what that's all about, but that is a very interesting little mode, I guess, or a new system we're seeing. But that was the MLB The Show trailer, and you guys can see MLB The Show mobile right here with Ella De La Cruz as the little, I guess, mascot or as the header. And as we can go over to the website right here, so you guys can see MLB The Show mobile. This is theshowmobile.com. This is MLB The Show mobile is coming to iOS and Android, a new standalone experience built from the ground up to deliver realistic baseball gameplay on all mobile devices. Sign up to get updates down below. Now, I did sign up for this. It's only available in the Philippines apparently, so this is like a soft launch situation, so we gotta wait for the real launch later down the road. Obviously, I imagine this is gonna drop with MLB The Show 26 if I had to guess, but it is weird because it's in MLB The Show 25 format and logos and all that stuff, so I really don't know when this is going to drop, but I imagine this is going to drop for the next baseball season, which would be pretty cool. But all you got to do is put in your email, you put in your region that you're from, and you click sign me up, and then you'll be signed up for whenever this drops, which is really cool. We'll scroll on to the recently asked questions. So MLB The Show mobile entered limited regional release only in the Philippines, and there actually is gameplay of this, which I will show you guys later in this video. And the next question is, when will my region get access? It says, as we continue to expand availability to more players around the world, there is no set timeline for expansion. So like we said again, we don't really know when this is going to launch. It says, well, MLB The Show mobile cross-platform with consoles or other platforms, and it says it's a standalone game for mobile platforms only, so there's no cross-play, which is low-key a kind of good thing. I mean, it should be its own thing. And then it just says, where can I download the game? Apple Play Store, Google Play Store, things like that. Then it goes on some specs, so what your phone will need to be able to run the game. It says, what devices will it be optimal for? And then it says, will my account data be reset during or after the soft launch? It says, most progress and content will reset before full launch. Purchase stubs will carry over, and you'll receive loyalty rewards based on your purchases. So that is very interesting that there's going to be purchases in this little mobile game. There's going to be loyalty rewards based on purchases. We never heard of something like that before. So, once again, I haven't played the game. I don't know what that's about, but if somehow y'all gotten in, there's some rewards for you. And then it says, what happened to my real money I spent during the soft launch? Any unspent stubs you buy in the soft launch will carry over into the full launch. Unopened purchase packs and player items will be carried over. Instead, they'll be converted into loyalty rewards. So I don't know what loyalty rewards are as it stands right now, but that is MLB The Show mobile's little website, little homepage that we see. And here's what it looks like on the phone. That's the app icon with Ella De La Cruz, which is pretty cool. MLB The Show. Very cool to have an app of the game. I mean, it's really cool. I mean, this was really just kind of discovered a couple days ago. Really, I haven't seen too many people talk about it. And here's some of the gameplay we see. It says hit a ball and play, and he ends up barreling it into a home run. So very interesting. This looks like some moments, maybe a challenge or something that we have to do in this mode or something. That's what this kind of reminds me of. And then if I go to the next tab, we can kind of see how pitching works. It's very similar to MLB The Show. For mobile, you basically just choose your pitch, where you want that pitch to be, and then there's like a little bar, and you have to get it pretty accurate, it looks like, and you can miss your spot as it shows. It doesn't go where you want by a pretty significant amount. So they still have green good and then the blue as perfect. So very interesting pitching system, pretty simple to understand, which I think is a good thing. I don't think it should be too complicated, especially when you're on a mobile phone, right? I mean, there's only so much I feel like you can do on a phone compared to like an actual controller or PC or something like that. But just very cool gameplay in general, and I really don't know how how this is going to work. Considering they're two separate games, like say MLB The Show 26 comes out, you got all your stuff on your console or whatever, and then you open up The Show mobile, like is it just going to be another account you have? Is it just going to be something completely different from Diamond Dynasty? Like I wonder how much different they're going to make the MLB The Show 26 game and the mobile game, or if they're going to be pretty similar, just access to more players on the mobile device. Because when we talk about gaming, I think the most amount of games compared to like console, PC, mobile, I think mobile is like the biggest amount of gamers across the whole world. So that could be another reason they're getting in this market. And obviously with the microtransactions, obviously a big incentive for them to kind of get into this as a company so they can make money. But yeah, pretty crazy. I imagine this is going to be a free game like every other game on the App Store too. So, and then the microtransactions will be the purchasing power on it. But yeah, it does see like the pitching is very slowed down in this game. Like I don't know if you guys see that. You just touch to hit. You got to line that bat up to where the ball is, but the ball seems to come in very slowly. I don't know if that's because it's just a mobile game or it's just the way the difficulty they're on. I don't really know, but it is definitely very interesting to kind of see it. And obviously, if anyone's wondering, the graphics aren't the greatest. Obviously, it's a mobile game. It's a phone game. I wouldn't expect great graphics, to be honest. The only time I'm expecting good graphics on any video game is on the PC, because on the PC, you can like max everything out. I know with consoles and, you know, the mobile games that you're limited to whatever the hardware is, but on PC, you can kind of go crazy if you have really good hardware. So yeah, the graphics aren't the greatest. Thought I just mentioned that. But what's your guys' kind of thoughts on the Show mobile? This is something that is going to open up a lot of players to the game, and maybe this is a good stepping stone to play MLB The Show and then get them on to MLB The Show 26 or 27 or whatever version they're on. I'm very curious to see how this is going to implement with the games coming out every year, because this is very interesting. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like a Madden Mobile. If you guys remember Madden Mobile, it's one of like the most loved football games like ever. Everyone always talks about growing up on Madden Mobile, how fun that game was. That game was so exciting, and I would definitely agree that game was one of my favorite games to play. So maybe they're trying to do something similar like this with baseball. I mean, it's definitely a great idea. I definitely would like to see the app different from the console version for sure, just because it gives you an incentive to play the game. But then if you want to go from mobile to console, then it, you know, feels like a new experience, and it kind of continues on some of the same things in the mobile version. Very interesting. What is your guys' thoughts about this? I really want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below, because this is an idea I really did not think was going to happen. I never thought we'd be talking about the Show mobile, to be honest. With that being said, let me know in the comment section down what you think of the Show mobile. Definitely a very exciting idea and product to try. I'm definitely excited for this game to launch in the US. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely make sure you guys check me out on all my socials. On X is where I found out all this information, and I was tweeting about it. So if you want to go see some of the early updates on new things, definitely go check out my X. Follow my Instagram for all of our clips. And if you want to play in our MLB The Show tournament we're hosting on December 13th, you still got a couple days to sign up if you want to play. Make sure you join the Discord down below in the description for all the info there. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.